Hey, happy Sunday. So, this is my second upload today. I did an upload where I showed you guys how I wash my hair and deep condition it just to, get it curly or whatnot and moisturize for the week. So, midweek, I still have to do stuff like this is not the end all be all. And as you can see, it's dry now. I got a couple of bobby pins up here just so we can uh, dry up because it tends to lay over because it's starting to grow. But I wanted to come on here and just to chat real quick, just to rant. We got a lot of things going on. One of them is the Diddy trial. Lord knows I don't want him to get off. He is despicable. So, I be keeping up with my girl Tisa Tales and Banfield. What is her first name? Angela Banfield. I could be wrong, but I'll be keeping up on them when I'm at work because I got to see this man go down. I'm hoping he goes down. So let's talk about the elephant in the room. I do not have on any makeup. Most of my videos probably won't have me with makeup on because I keep my makeup at work. Yes, I do. I keep my makeup at work. I get myself ready. As soon as I get to work, I put it on so I won't be looking like the Crypt Keeper. So this is me raw. This is me raw and unfiltered. And another elephant in the room is that you would notice with my videos, like when I look down or to the side, I tend to blink a lot. So it's one of those things that I know is happening. My tracking, meaning like if I'm looking down and go to look up, my tracking don't really work like other people. So you will see me like if I'm looking like I'm blinking. So the reason why that is that in 2016, I suffered a stroke going to work. So I was an assistant manager for American Family Insurance, and I was in charge, of course, with my boss for managing all 16 independent agents in Cincinnati, Ohio. So, as one of our agents quit, you have to secure the job, their office, really, really quickly. Otherwise, they will call and get on the phone and take their clients with them. Hey, I'm moving to State Farm. Come with me, da da da. So when a person quit or get fired, we have to secure their office very quickly, try to retain their staff, make sure we keep their book of business. But on this particular day, as I was riding with my boss to go to secure his office, my eye started like jumping. You know how you like your eyelid ever jump? I'm sure y'all experienced that, periodically your eyelid is jumping. Well, that whole week that was happening to me, but when my eye was jumping, it made my whole head feel like it was like a bobblehead. It was weird. So I can cover an eye, and if I cover a specific eye, it'll stop. So it was like I will cover it and move it. It feel like it's bobbling, cover it, bobbing. So I'm driving on the expressway, mind you. I'm following my boss. She drove like a bat out of hell. She drove fast as hell. The car that I had at the time needed an alignment, may I say. So when you kick it up to 60, the steering wheel shakes, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Just stay with me. So I'm following her. My steering wheel is shaking because I'm trying to keep up with her because this heifer rode fast. And all of a sudden, my eye started jumping. So keep in mind, I'm on the expressway driving about 60 with my steering wheel, and my eye starts jumping. And I'm like, oh, hell no. So I'm trying to cover my eye because, again, it's got my head feeling like I'm a bobblehead. And I couldn't do it. I don't know about y'all, but I can't ride with looking like the Pirates of the Caribbean one eye. I cannot do it. No, ma'am. So I pulled over on the expressway. And when I pulled over on the expressway, the state trooper told, well, I passed out. I was unresponsive for about a week. I don't know. My sister told me But I was told that soon as the state trooper came up on the side of me because I was driving erratic, soon as he got to my window and told me to roll my window down, I passed out. And of course, oh, life of black folks. So they thought I was having a on crack or something. They shot me with Narcan. Of course, the ambulance came. They towed my car somewhere secure, and I was unresponsive for about a week. They went through, again, the Narcan didn't work. They ran all type of, my blood check for drugs and things like that. And turns out I had a thalamic stroke. And when I woke up, my vision, it affected my vision. It affects my thermostat. So I'm either always cold or I'm always hot. At that time, I was just very blessed. I couldn't really see. I mean, but I wasn't like Stevie Wonder, like totally blind. I can see, but I couldn't see. And so I remember when I went home, my brother was at my house and he talking about feel for the microwave, make sure you know your surroundings. And I'm thinking like, I know where stuff at. This is my house. But I mean, obviously he was concerned because I couldn't really see that well. And it was a journey. I had home health care. I had therapy. I didn't have driving privileges. They had to reinstate my driving privileges. I had a spout or a spurt where I had phantom pain. My knees, my legs, my arm was hurting, and that lasted for about a day. I'm thankful because with that type of stroke, it can last indefinite and there's no cure for it. You just take you some pain meds or whatnot, but there's no cure for that. So thankfully, that only happened to me for one day. Eventually, I got my driving privileges back. My peripheral vision is getting a whole lot better. So normally I would not see. So I remember once I got my driving privileges back, y'all, I went and got me some food from the drive in or whatnot, where was it? KFC or something. So I'm sitting there, you know how they be like, come pull up to the window. I pulled up to the window and I'm sitting there and she brings my food and I'm like, she scares the shit out of me because I didn't see her. This was not working. Like I can see my hand now, but this was not working. So for a long time, even sometimes now when I go to the drive-through, I just turn and I'll just keep looking at them because I don't want to look like the fool. I don't want to scare them and I don't want them to think I'm crazy. But all that said, I am back to, 99%. I say 99 because my visual tracking still kind of does not work. So sometimes when I'm at work and I'm looking down and someone will come in, when I look up, it's like a delay. It almost kind of like I'm blinking and I'll look up. And sometimes my boss will be like, are you okay? You okay? Like you look like you was, I'm like, no, I'm fine. But it's something I can't really control. So when I'm making my videos and I'm looking down and I'm trying to like get something for my hair and then look back up, y'all would notice that there's a lag with my eyes. And I'm not high, I'm not retarded, I'm not nothing. It's just a side effect of me having a stroke at a younger age. And turns out I do have a rare blood clotting disorder, so I'm going to be on blood thinners forever. Forever. Yes. So I take pills like an old person. I remember during that time too, y'all. Let's talk about it. I was on Medicare A and B, and I was like, this is for old people. This ain't for me. But it was for me. So because I qualified, I was disabled. And I was on short-term disability that turned to long-term disability that turned to me losing my job, y'all. I had worked so hard, college graduate. I was climbing the corporate ladder. And when I got there, I think God was just telling me, like, ma'am, get yourself together. Because at that time, I ain't gonna lie, I was ratchet. I was ratchet. Not ratchet like whole ratchet on the street, but like I had my shit together. I was driving my Lexus. I was making them coins. I had just dropped my son off in school, so I was kind of like an empty nester, sort of. And so I wouldn't even look at a nigga if your pants hanging down. What do you got a job, a car? Like, I was her. I was her. Unapologetically, I was her. I used to smoke my weed, y'all. I was an expert weed smoker. And what that mean is I could roll and drive. I could roll and drive. I was rolling and driving. I was binge drinking. I was just kind of ratchet. I wasn't taking care of myself at all. And I think God said, whoop. I'm gonna need you to straighten up, ma'am. You know, you are one of my disciples, and I appreciate him so much. I love the Lord. I'm very spiritual. I don't go to church anymore. I used to go to a Pentecostal church, and for 2 years, 2.5 years, very religiously, like 5 days. No, I'm lying. Maybe 3 or 4 days out the week. Definitely Sunday, Monday, Friday. So 3 days out the week. We would fast. We would speak in tongue. We did all that. And my brother thought I was in a cult. Yes, he did. He thought I was in the cult because I love the Lord so hard, y'all. But no, sir, I was not in the cult. I was not cultifying it. I was loving the Lord because he saved me. I could have died. I could have killed myself. I could have killed somebody else on the road because I don't even fucking remember. I don't even remember what I had on that day. I really don't. I don't even know if they cut it off for me or what. One thing I do know, though, is my drawers was clean. Yes, they was, because I stay clean, ma'am. I stay clean all the time. And that's why one of them things why your mama tell you, make sure you ain't got them holy underwear on, because you don't know what's going to happen. And that is so true. You don't know what's going to happen. But I do know my drawers was clean that day. Mm-hmm. Yes, they was. So, speed up. As of right now, I am living in bloop bloop, because I'm not going to tell you, but I'm not in Ohio anymore. I live with my husband. I've been married now for 2 years. February, it'll be 3 years. So, yes, we have a dog that's sitting there. She is asleep. Let me show you. See her sleeping on the floor with her little cone on her head. But because she licks and she get blood. She licks so much she get blood everywhere. Like, we have to keep that little cone on her. So I be like, girl, that's your church cat. You so pretty. You so pretty. That is my girl. I love her. But yeah, so it's just me and my husband. My son is grown. He has an adult daughter who is my son's age. My son just turned 29, though. I think his daughter is 28. Forgive me if I'm lying. And then we have a younger daughter, which is his younger daughter, and she is 13, Sadie. That is my little pumpkin, too. She's growing up to be such a sweet young lady. And life is good. Marriage is good. I'm just trying to take over the world, as they say. I was starting a business, but of course, I guess it just wasn't my time. It wasn't my time. I was starting a CPR business where I teach CPR to home health aides or whoever needed daycare or whatnot. I'm still certified. I could do it. But there was some things that went on with my job, and, it just broke my spirit. And my trainer up until this point was like, girl, don't let it do that to you. Keep going, keep doing it. And I'm like, no, when I get the urge to do something, I'm sure as a lot of you guys do, I go hard. And it was like I hit that brick wall, and it just, I don't know. So now I'm just, working, me and my husband working. Our goal is to buy a home next year, which I think we will do. Not I think we will do. But yeah, so now we just living our life, grinding, looking at homes, getting our credit right. The usual. I'm just like y'all. I ain't like these fancy YouTubers. I got to work, ma'am. I'm working on my credit. I'm working on saving. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't no millionaires just like most of y'all. I'm very spiritual. Before I hit the ground in the morning, before I open my eyes, and this is real talk, I'm not lying. I be praying to God. I be praying like, Lord Jesus, help me through this day, Lord. You know me. You know my struggles. You know my strife. help me make it through. So that's about all I'm gonna ramble on. You know, I just wanted to get the elephant out the room though, because when I be throwing my videos up and I see on myself, I'm like, what's wrong with your ass? You know what's wrong with my ass. You need to tell these people what's wrong with my ass. So as they're looking at my videos, y'all won't be like, what's wrong with her ass? You know what's wrong with my eyes. So yeah, and real quickly, as y'all see, my hair kind of cute, ain't it? I got a couple of bobby pins. I just did the big chop. My hair was long. It was almost to my waist. Real talk, yes it was. Look at my TikTok videos. It has like a bunch of pictures of me, but I'm liking this new look. I'm liking this second half of my life. I am in my 50s. Yes, I am. I'm in my 50s, and when I throw my makeup on, I look like I'm 20, boo. Maybe not, but I damn sure don't look 50. So let's keep hope alive. I'll see y'all next Sunday. Remember, I'll be dropping 2 videos on Sunday. One, maybe not though, because these hair videos get old quick as hell. They get real old. Like y'all see how I wash it, throw my mask on, take it off. Like I ain't got that much hair. Like that's it. So maybe like once a month I'll do that. I want to do some car rants because I drive 45 minutes to work, 45 minutes coming home. And sometimes traffic be crazy. Here, these motherfuckers drive like they own the road. And if I had a gun, Lord knows, y'all be seeing my picture on a milk carton or on the news, y'all local news, because it gets crazy. Road rage is crazy. I've had my car for 2 years now, and I just had to get brake services because I'm an aggressive driver. I really am. You're not gonna get in front of me. No, no, sir. No, you're not. So, yeah. But I'm like, I can't keep doing this. Like, brakes are expensive. Brakes are really expensive on my type of car. On my car, I had to do front brake pads, back brake pads, and rotors, and I needed a new brake sensor. Over $1,000. Over. Mm-hmm. Make that make sense. What type of car you drive? So that's about it, y'all. I'll see y'all next time. Ta-ta for now.